judges submit, so that we can make that announcement at the end of today. You'll remember that there are prizes on offer. So we've got 3 levels of cash prize, but also the opportunity to get connected in with local hubs to support you. Even if you're not a direct winner, you will be able to get connected up through the Unleash team. Our judges are here with us today. Seth, would you mind just saying a sentence about yourself?
Not at all. Thanks, Leila. Good evening to everyone, and congratulations to all the teams. I know it's been a long 48-hour engagement, working together on your ideas and developing some solutions. So I'm one of the co-leads for the UNDP Accelerator Lab. We're focused on identifying grassroots solutions to some key pressing challenges that we face, most of them social impact related. So we're here to work with partners like Recycle Lab, like Unleash, like Grassroots Hub, to identify all those local innovators who are working or championing solutions that can help us move faster towards the SDGs. And so I'm excited to be here, looking forward to seeing your pitches and working together and in whatever capacity we can to support you to develop the ideas and solutions that you're putting forth today. Thank you.
Thanks, Seth. Eric?
Yes, sure. Shall I just introduce myself or?
Yes, just a quick introduction.
Okay, yes. Hi, Eric Viala. I'm French. I'm a water engineer. I've been working for 30 years now on water supply, sanitation, water management, irrigation issues in over 30 countries. I have done some work in Africa, not in Ghana, but I've worked in Kenya, Ethiopia, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, and a few others. And I'm very happy to give some of my time to assist young people, because I believe change in this world will come from young people. So I really look forward to some bright ideas, and yeah, I'm excited about it.
Thank you very much. Norbert?
Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening from here. So my name is Norbert basically, and I manage the incubator at Ghana Tech Lab. So what I'm going to be seeing today is not going to be really different from what is really happening out there. And I know most of you have created amazing ideas that are going to transform our immediate localities, which are very necessary to achieving the overall objective of the SDG. So I'm looking forward to great and exciting pitch. Don't fumble, just be yourself, and yeah. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Great advice there as well. Al Hassan?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm excited to be here as well. I'm Al Hassan, a social entrepreneur and the co-founder of Recycle Lab Ghana. At Recycle Lab Ghana, we co-create local solutions with young people like you to solve Ghana's environmental challenges. And one of the activities that we do is the Recycle Lab Incubator Hub, an incubator program where we support young people to create businesses and startups that promote circularity in Ghana. So yeah, we are really looking forward to seeing the pitches, and of course our doors are also open to you guys, and looking forward to meeting up with you guys afterwards as well. All the best.
Great. I'm not sure if we've got Adwa. Are you on, Adwa? No. So Adwa's obviously not been able to make today.
Yes, I was trying to follow up on her.
Okay, cool. So we have our 4 judges who will be scoring you as you go through your pitches. This is what they'll be looking for. You've heard about this criteria before, but just as a quick reminder. So how innovative is your problem framing and your solution, and does it really directly address a tension? Does it affect the SDGs? How great an impact could it have? How viable is it? Could it actually be possible? Is it backed by evidence that somewhere it's happened before and it's possible in different locations? And finally, and as mentioned before, we know that it's only been a day and a half really of working together, so performance is only 10%, but be as clear as you can, and I'm sure the judges will be forgiving of that and look at the solutions and the ideas themselves. So that's what they'll be scoring you against, and then Andrews will be adding up all of the scores as we talk to you about what happens next before we come back with the final answer on who's been awarded. So every team will get 3 minutes. You will be cut off after 3 minutes. I have my phone to one side with a timer set for 3 minutes, and then the judges will get to ask questions for 4 minutes. And we will be quite tight on that as well. So the judges, feel free to be quite clear with your questions. If there's questions beyond today, obviously everyone can connect directly. So it's pitching time. We are going to go in order of team number. So I'm now going to stop sharing my screen, and we will have team 2 start as the first pitch. Are you ready, team 2?
Yeah.
Great. The screen is and the audio is yours. Tell me if you want to get your screen up. I will start the counter just as you do that.
So, good evening to everybody. We are team 2, named as the Lamb Warriors. Waste poses a threat to the environment and public health. At a community health public level, attitude towards solid waste management is not encouraging at all. And this is due to the high cost of disposing of solid waste. Medina, a fast-growing suburb in Accra, is no exception to the enormous waste management issues. Lamb Warriors seeks to provide a cheaper waste management alternative and as well as provide recycling solutions to households in Medina. According to the PMC Public Health Survey, about 750 tons of solid waste are generated monthly from Medina, out of which 70% are plastic and 82% of these are left in gutters or in the street to be carried away by the rain, which later leads to cholera outbreak and other water-related diseases. Lamb Warriors focus on a recycling of various forms of plastic waste sustainably and minimize environmental impact through an incentive-based model. Lamb Warriors seeks to recycle all forms of plastics through our mobile app platform, our website, and also through a USDD code or a toll-free code where all individuals or households in Medina can get in touch with us and request for the collection of their waste. We also providing a tech solution on our platform by providing them with education and sensitization on the effect of improper waste disposal in Medina. We are also going to recycle these plastic waste into flakes and pellets and then sell it to manufacturers and construction companies to use in making or constructing their houses and other things. And also we want to recycle them into other products such as bags and other valuable things and resell it to our customers per their own order. So we are providing them the collection of their waste, recycling of their waste. At the same time, we're also providing them with valuable products at a price, a cheaper price. And our business model is B2B to B2C. That is business to business and business to companies, because in Medina, it's not just only households. There are also some traders, sole proprietor businesses available who also sell in other things which involves plastics. We also want to convert most of our plastics into other things where manufacturing companies like Unilever and Coca-Cola could reuse these plastics. So we are trying to implement the 3 R's. That is to reduce waste and reduce the outbreak of cholera.
Emma, you're out of time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emma. Team 2. Judges, do you have any questions for Emma?
Yeah, sure. I have questions. Who's going to do the collection? Who's going to do the recycling? And concretely, what kind of recycling process, technical process, is going to be applied? And yeah, let's just do those two.
Okay, so Love Warriors are going to do the collection. We are coming up with a mobile app, we are coming up with a website, and we are coming up with our USDD code and toll-free, where individuals can call or they can use their mobile phones to order for us to come for their collection of their waste. And then we go for the waste, and we are going to recycle the waste and also sell some to other recycling companies, so that we can recycle them into various forms of either flakes, pellets, or other valuable products. I hope your question is answered.
Yes, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, so my question is, when you pick up the waste from the people, do they pay a fee for you picking up their waste, or how does it work?
So basically, the problem we identified leading to the improper disposal of waste is the high cost of waste, disposing of waste. So what we are doing is we are rather providing incentives. So people call waste, we would rather be giving them, because if you are going to charge them at a high cost, definitely they wouldn't want to, call on us. Prefer to let the rain carry it away. It's cheaper. We are rather looking at providing work with us.
Okay, so you go and pick up the waste, and then you give them incentives on top of that.
Exactly. Because
where do you get the money for the transportation and for the vans that you will be using to run your company? Because you want to do pickup from door to door, and then you want to do recycling on top of that. But let's put the recycling aside. First, with the collection, how do you get the money to pay for the fuel and the staff who are going to pick it up, and also the cars or tricycle or whatever that you will use to go and pick up the waste?
Okay, so one of our revenue models is that we tend to earn money after recycling them to valuable products to sell to these customers. At the same time, we are calling this SDG Goal 6, that is looking at people partnering with us to support us, NGO Unleash Ghana to help us, and other interested bodies who are interested in achieving the SDG goals to partner with us and support us. And then we tend to gain revenue from selling our valuable products and to also other construction companies. So those we are going to turn our recycled products. That is where we are going to gain our money from. The recycled product is where we are going to earn our money from. If we tend to charge them, they will definitely turn back to disposing of their waste right in the streets and in the gutters, which will also lead to another cholera outbreak.
Okay, I'll let the other judges continue. Thanks.
All right. Yeah, so my question is just a follow-up on what Muniru's raised. One, just a second. Yeah, so one, mine has to do with the actual model. So is the model dependent on the tech? Because I think most of the issues that arise in terms of waste management and waste management it's not related to the technology, okay? It's related to the people. It's related to how will I call it? It's related to, I don't know how to actually put it, but it's more, the problem is more based on the people rather than the technology. So there should be more of education, because one, people don't know the wealth associated with waste. So they just dispose of waste. So they don't know that they could sell waste to industries and other stuff for money. So if your solution is more focused on the people rather than the tech, I think you'll be making headways rather than the tech driving the business model. Yeah.
I think
So
that's really. Sorry,
we
Emma.
spoke about.
Sorry, Emma. We're out of time. I think that was a really useful point, and maybe you can follow up with Norbert separately, just to keep us to time, because we've got a few teams to go through. So thank you very much, Team 2. We are now going to move on to Team 3. So just encourage the judges to finish any scoring and feedback that you need to do for Team 2 at this point in time. Team 3, can you get your screen ready?
Leila,
Hello?
I have similar comments to that of Norbert's for Team 2
Okay.
as well. So I encourage them to reach out.
Yeah.
There's no need to reinvent the wheel. There are a number of solutions similar to what you're proposing. And so it's important to look at what's already existing, but that's something we can take offline.
Perfect, perfect. It sounds like a useful conversation. Emma, Seth and Norbert, perhaps you can connect in the instant chat and swap contact details. Team 3, are you there?
Yeah, we're there.
Perfect, right.
Awesome.
So hopefully the judges have put their marks in and feedback in for Team 2 so far. And so are you ready to go, Vincent?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I am starting the timer now.
Okay, thank you very much, and welcome to Team 3. And then we need to answer the name of the project, so POEC project. So, okay, so down to the problem statement. So from our insight, the residents of Policy actually are having challenges to and accessing comes once from the river. So now we are taking our solution from the angle of the river. So we are saying that the river too is unhygienic for them to consume. So once we are able to make this river hygienic for them to consume, there's a way that we can channel this water to their household so that they'll have a regular flow of water into their environment. So our problem statement says, though the household of Polensi community in the Nanumba South District of Ghana have access to water not regularly available due to infrastructure deficits, the alternative source, which is the river, is unhygienic for use. So we are trying to make it hygienic for them to use. So now this is our user. So we came up with something as our user here. So our username is Aisha. So Aisha is an 18-year-old girl. Yes, so she's a student actually. So so Aisha said she doesn't have potable water to drink, cook, and to bath. And also, so we asked her, what does she do? So she said she fetched the water from the nearby river for their domestic purpose. And then what does she think about it? So she thinks the local government and other agencies should come to their aid. So her needs are she needs uninterrupted access to potable water. And also an insight from the conversation was that she feels that this can lead to job creation if we are able to solve such problem for them. All right, so we have the flow diagram. So another member will present from here. So
Okay, so my team looked at this in a way that for the times where there is no flow of water from the Ghana water source, we could actually use the available resource, which is the water, purify it to supply water to the community. So our first step is to first set up a form of a tubing and pumping system, which uses water from the river and then flows it through basins, different containers throughout the steps. And so the first step is the pumping system. The second step is the coagulate. So after the water is pumped from the river, it moves into a basin. And in that first basin, there's going to be coagulation and flocculation, where polymers and then aluminium sulfate are added to cause the particles to turn into microflux, and then using the polymer, we are able to generate the macroflux from it. So in the sedimentation, so after that process, the water then moves into the next container where sedimentation and filtration occurs to get rid of the macroflux that were generated. And then the water then moves into another container or a basin where disinfection occurs. So in this stage, we can then add a chlorine, or we'll go through a chlorination process that which will disinfect the water of germs. And the water is then moved into a reservoir or a storage facility, which will then be connected to various which will be connected to a particular.
You're now over time.
Slow.
Judges, are you willing to listen to more of the pitch?
Sure, yeah. My advice would be to spend, and for the first two teams, to spend much less time describing the problem. We know what the problems are, and not also to give us an interesting but not very useful lecture on water treatment. I think it's more important to focus on the business approach and the behavior change, which are, to my mind, the crux of any innovation. So yeah, be very quick on the description, be very quick on the technical solutions. Technical solutions exist, and then focus on what it is. What is the innovation you're proposing? What is the new thing you're proposing? What's original about your thinking?
Okay, so in the university close by the town, the Willency town, UDS, the students, they have a system called the TTFP. That's the Third Trimester Field Practice Program, where some students come out onto the field to look for problems from the community, and then take it back to present to other NGOs or stakeholders who will be willing to invest into it. And so we have Inactus also, which is an organization, student-based organization, that also take up these problems, and then using their resources, try to curb or find, try to solve this problem, as well as create business opportunity out of it. So our business opportunity with these stakeholders would be, one, in setting up the system, we are going to use the youth in the community, and they'll help us set up the system. We're also going to make good use of the school close by the town. And so the mechanical engineers, or some of the engineering students from the school, will serve as facilitators to teach the youth in the community how to set up this process and how to maintain it and run it. And so after that is done, we are going to, the youth themselves are going to use this as a business opportunity. They are going to use that as their source of employment to generate money out of it, as well as for some of the materials that we'll use in building this whole purification system would be made by the youth of the community, and then they can also sell it, or they can also replicate it in other towns, and then that becomes their whole business, replicating this process in other rural areas. Yeah.
Okay, we've probably got time for just 2 questions additional from the judges.
Yeah. I think, do you have a fair idea of the cost involved in this? Because I'm looking at it from a business point of view. In terms of, because from the charts that you illustrated, it's looking as if it's going to be more of a capital intensive project. So
yeah.
What's the cost involved in setting up one, and what's the sustainability model like how is it going to be sustained over time?
Yeah.
And are you going to monetize it? And if you are going to monetize it, how? So I want you to hit on the very vital points so that we don't waste time on this.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Okay. So before my teammates come in to talk about the exact price, I just want to chip in that for the making of the basin and the containers where we'll be storing water and then going through all these processes, we are going to take up plastic waste from the community, and then in collaboration with them, Coliba is a recycling company, would then convert this waste, available waste, plastic waste, into these basins. And so instead of now going to buy, using a lot of money to buy poly tanks and all, we are going to make good use of the plastic waste available from the community to prepare this tank. So maybe my other teammate to talk about the price.
So team, it's fine to say if you don't yet have the costs worked out, given how early you are in the process. So if that's the case, just be honest.
Yeah, true. Actually, we don't have, but estimate of what one of our friends did was like everything will be around maybe 2,500 cities for a start now.
So it's a really useful set of questions to explore as the next stage of evolving this thinking. A final question from the judges?
Yes. Do you have technical expertise in this area, or are you looking to engage another team, another company to help in designing the solution? Because that's going to influence also some of the cost of setting up.
Okay, so yes. We hope to work with Inactus, UDS, and then probably Inactus KNUST, maybe Inactus UDS and any other Inactus campus group, and then yeah.
Yes,
and then Coliba to help us, Coliba Ghana Limited to help us convert the waste into the container.
Okay. So those are the three organizations that you think
we wish to partner with. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Judges, please, can you formalize your marking and any feedback that you have? We're now going to move on to team 4 as the judges do that. So team 4, can you get your screen ready?
Hello. Okay.
Hello? It's still coming up. There we go. There we go. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, I shall start the timer now. Go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Efiam Pumenyame, and this is Team AFAM. From the insights that we were given, we realized that farmers at Gomoa East District needed a consistent water supply because they were dependent on rainfall for irrigating their farms, which is always not available due to change in rainfall patterns.
Okay. So due to this, we realized that a solution to this problem was irrigation, solar irrigation, which is a system where energy from the sun is powered by a pump to supply or provide water to help crops grow. Yeah. So with this, we realized that some of the benefits that could be gotten from this solar irrigation system is that it will help in greening the environment, which will also help to resolve climate change. And then the income level or economic activities in the community, which is Gomoa East, will increase, which also helps in reducing poverty. It will also help to reduce unemployment in the district. Yeah. So from this, we realized that the funding for this project could come from all the farmers pulling their resources together to provide one solar pump which can help in their farming activities. Apart from the farmers also pulling their resources together, we also seek to write or propose to NGOs to help them in providing these solar powered pumps to help in irrigating their farm crops. Yeah. So apart from that, so we seek to write to the local authorities to, engage more of the farmers and educate them about this system of irrigation, which is very useful and available in Ghana. And also, there are more solar installations in Ghana which can help in doing this at a lower cost, or even if it's not very cheap. Them putting resources together, they can help to do that. Yeah, so this is what we came up from team 4, that is our farm team. Thank you.
Thank you. And with 30 seconds to spare, thank you.
So,
judges.
Any idea where they will pump the water from?
pardon me?
Where will they pump the water from? Are we talking about groundwater?
Okay, we have solar. No, we have solar. Yeah, it will be a reservoir or a groundwater, but then the pumps or the installation can be done by Sunshine Solars, which are in Accra, and also solar solutions available in Kumasi, and the other ones also in Ghana. Yeah.
But do we have any idea of the depth of the groundwater table? Because usually solar pumps cannot pump very deep.
Yeah. That one we were still researching on that. Yeah.
Okay, that will have to be studied.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit unsure. So what role will you guys play in the whole process? Since you said, you know, the solar pump is coming from a different service provider. What role do you guys play in the whole business, and how do you guys earn or make money?
Okay, the roles that we will be playing is that to introduce this innovative way to them and also educate them about it, and also connect or collaborate with this solar installation, that is the Sunshine Energy, to provide it for them. So by doing this, the resources or the pulling together of their resources will come from us, and we believe that we can get some business from this. Yeah.
Okay, quick follow-up. Yeah, so the first one would be what prevents Sunshine from going to see them directly. Yeah, and since they already have the technology, right, and so they can also do their marketing directly. And then you also said that, you know, yeah, the farmers will put their resources together to make it happen. Have you already spoken to some farmers already, and to what extent are they willing to collaborate together to set this up?
Okay, yesterday we had the opportunity to interview one.
Sorry,
Yes.
just a follow-up question on that. On the farmer side,
Okay.
you know, solar panels, installing solar panels are capital intensive in terms of its initial fixing and its sustainability. And you are working with farmers who have the limited access to capital to sustain this solar panel. So, have you engaged with farmers? Like, have you got some information from the farmers to validate this idea too? So it could be a question that you can answer later. I just thought I could bring it up.
Okay, I have a fair idea about what one company, Moringa Connect. There are farmers there which were planting moringa and also for a pepper farm. Yeah, so a phone call that made yesterday also helped us to get a fair idea about the amount which is included in this. Yeah.
Okay, hi, this is Ajwa. I just wanted to know practically, yes, so practically, how are you going to really implement this idea practically from the first step to the end? And also I want to know if you have any idea of some competitors in this same space. And if yes, what would be your value proposition?
Okay, I'll leave that for my team members to continue.
That's fine.
So for the competitors, with our research, we realized there were 2 private-owned dams and 1 local government dam that was available. But then with our value, what we are providing our consumers is affordability, convenience, and availability of waters in various communities in the district. Because imagine that number of people in a district and only 3 available dams are only 3 dams are made available to them when there are no rainfalls. It's not very convenient and it's stressful to farm with. But then when we are offering more or availability in other communities so that they can gain access to it, and with how we are going to earn from it, after the implementation and everything, we are going to charge a very small amount. We were thinking of, for the whole day, we are going to charge 5 cedis.
What would be your revenue model? What would be the
Sorry,
revenue model?
Adra, we have very limited time, so I think we're going to finish the questions for this team at this point. Really encourage everyone to continue connecting beyond this session, and just keen for us to carry on to the next team, and then we'll have more time to chat about what beyond today looks like. And there's lots of chat in the window about how hard it is doing these presentations. I just encourage everyone to remember that literally less than 48 hours ago you did not know each other, and you have created a team and you've started the journey to start solving some really pressing problems in the world. So that's a win already. So everyone should remember that this is part of the journey, not the end. So we're going to now go on to the next team. So the next team is, sorry, I've lost my numbers, is team 6.
Hi. Yeah, yes, about to share my slides.
Are you ready? Oh no.
Yeah, I'm about to share. Oh.
We cannot, oh, it's still loading, I see.
Oh. Sorry. Oh. So hopefully you can see my screen.
We can still see just a list of your files. I'm quite intrigued by climate change according to a kid.
Yeah, been working on some climate stuff. Yeah, is my screen up now?
Yes, Sunny Hub. Are you ready?
Yeah, we are. So thank you very much for the opportunity to present. So we are Think Water, Think Life, and our solution is Sunny Hub. The members of the team are Kwabena, Dalia, myself, Ilyasu, and then Victorine. So, yeah, so the problem is that residents of Hamley hardly have access to safe drinking water. And even for those who do have access to safe drinking water, most of them still stand the risk of drinking contaminated water from the point of collection to storage, and then from the point of storage to use. Yeah. Don't seem to know my way around this.
Running.
Oh. Okay, so this is because of absence of safe storage facilities. This problem puts families at the risk of infection and all the familiar problems that we are all aware of. Now, the solution is a Sunny Hub, which works in this way. We have households sign up at a fee. then households are provided with water storage systems that are coupled with ceramic purification systems. The filtered water is collected into containers that are recycled from plastic. Now, how do we secure these recycled storage containers? We would team up with other organizations such as Recycle Up Ghana, who are already into plastic recycling, to provide these, these containers. And then, the signed up households would be provided with periodic education on effective wash best practices. Then the subscription would be yearly. We've not really thought so much about this, but we are willing to be flexible on the subscription periods. This is a sketch of how that would look like. Actually, ceramic purification systems is a very ripe technology that is already in existence. But then as a hub, we would keep innovating and then researching to see how we would use local resources to improve upon its sustainability and also lower its costs as we go along. But at the moment, we are super confident it is a ripe technology that we would want to leverage on. Now, the revenue model is through donor agencies for setting up the hub. Then we're also thinking of, for setting up the hub and providing the storage. Sign-up fees would cover maintenance and to provide them with the moment. Thank you very much for your audience.
Thank you, thank you. I think you were just on time with all of the connection issues there. Okay, judges, question.
Yes, Sunny Hub. Your business model is clearly hinged on a sign-up fee. So what would be the average cost per household? Because that could be a huge determinant of whether the household will sign up or not. And you talked about the technology being ripe. Can you give maybe 1 or 2 case studies? Where has it been implemented? What were the results like?
Yeah. We did get some research on that, but then we've actually not read more into details as to how the implementation strategy is, especially in Ghana. But yeah, we do think we would have to look that up so that we are up to terms with the level of the technology, especially in Ghana at the moment.
Okay, I just want to jump in. With regards to the ceramic purification system, which clearly we are talking about, so are you guys gonna make the filters yourself, or you are looking to outsource it or get it from somewhere?
Yeah, so we are actually thinking of re-engineering it. As we are aware, we've actually seen samples of it being up for sale, and we are thinking actually using locally available resources such as the activated carbon. We could easily secure that from charcoal sources as well. We could use some clay in designing the outside layer of the system. So there is existing technology, but we are hypothesizing that would be a little expensive for households to secure. So we are thinking of re-engineering the process to cut down on costs and hopefully also increase the sustainable supply chain in the process.
Okay, hi Ali.
Hello.
So this is an idea that needs a lot of sensitization, especially that you are targeting the households. So how do you intend to kind of market your value to the household to really understand this idea and buy into it? What strategies do you have in mind?
Yes. So yes, as you rightly mentioned, it is. I think it's a minute. Yeah. So as you rightly mentioned, these households would need to be sensitized, so that there are going to be some periodic check-ins with them that is going to actually also be part of the sign-up fees. But then for starters, we would have to set up a website, do some social media advocacies, and then reach out to the households in person to actually educate them on what a safer source of water would look like, and then how that would improve upon their health.
Okay, thank you.
A common issue for all those technical solutions is the upfront cost for households to buy whatever the solution is, or to pay an upfront fee, etc. So I would encourage all groups to look into microcredit. I'm sure there are microcredit institutions in Ghana. They just have to be educated and include those solutions once they are technically developed into the portfolio of solutions that they support. And microcredit is an easy way for poor households to get an innovation and then slowly reimbursed. If there is a business and outcomes, and they reimburse because they make more business. If it's health impact, well, they may save on their health costs over several months or a couple of years, and then they can reimburse. So that's something I would encourage all groups to explore.
Thank you, Eric. Thanks judges, and thank Team 6. We're going to move on to Team 7 now. So judges, if you can finalise your marking and your feedback for Team 6, the team we've just listened to. And Team 7, can you get your screen ready, please? Team 7, are you there?
Yes, please. We are getting ready to share the screen.
Okay, great. Are you ready?
Yeah, please. I'm supposed to share the screen, but I was having a technical problem, so I wanted a group member to share the screen so that I could do the presentation with this screen.
Okay.
So I'm waiting upon him to share the screen for me so that I could go on with the presentation. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, shall I start the timer? Oh. Okay, so over to you.
Okay. So our team name is Galbach Safe, and we are providing suitable toilet facility for children. So based on the insights we were given, we came out with a problem framing, which is open defecation is on the rise in the one municipality of the Upper West region due to unsuitability of toilet facilities, and despite interventions by government and NGOs. Open defecation still exists in one municipality because of the sociocultural factors, demographic characteristics of residents, and unenforced bylaws. And we had a story of a young boy called Yakubu, who is 12 years old within Wa municipality. And Yakubu went to open defecate in the bush and was bitten by a snake. So out of that, our users are children within the ages of 5 to 15 years. And the need is a suitable toilet facility that fits children within that age range. So based on an interaction with some of the children, we realized that they don't use the toilet facilities that are already provided, the existing toilet facilities within the communities, because it is not child friendly. So for the ages of children within 5 to 15 years, they predominantly defecate at the backyards or in the bushes, and it has a whole lot of health related issues, and also the toilet that is provided isn't suitable for them. So the solution that we came up with as a group is to mold a home-based toilet facility, which we called the bucket loo for children. We proposed this idea because this is very suitable and this is child friendly. So we are going to make it in sizes for children within the ages of 5 to the age of 15 years. And we like this idea because when they poop in their houses, it would be easy for their parents to dispose this at the existing toilet facilities that are already provided. We love this idea because government and NGOs are trying to shift from the provision of toilet facility because of the health-related problems that it has, and especially mostly young girls that visit public toilet facilities face challenges of infections. So with the provision of this, it will be easy for the children to poop in the house, and their parents can dispose it off in the existing toilet facilities that is provided. So how are we going to fund this? We will partner with stakeholders that are already into the provision of toilet facilities. So we have Action Aid, we have Water Aid. We would write proposals to them on the idea that we would have so we could get funding. And the business model that we are going to use is that we would sell these buckets to the householders that are willing to purchase this. There will be education, there will be sensitization for them to understand the benefits of purchasing this bucket loo, because all the challenges the children face and the unsuitability of visiting the public toilets would all be dealt with, and this will reduce a lot of risks that they go through. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You're a little bit over, just for reference. Judges, questions?
Thank you. Quick one. Are you designing the bucket loos for reuse? I'm asking because if you are, there could also be potential issues arising from how they are stored and you know, other health complications that could arise from the reuse. So what's your plan for that?
And so please, with the buckets that we'll be providing, from the picture that we showed, it has a rubber inside. So the rubber will be kept inside before a person uses the bucket. So in this case, it is easy for the parents to just take out the rubber and dispose it at the public toilet facility that has been provided. In a case where there is a water closet, the bucket, the water can be kept in the bucket for person to poop, and after that, they pour it away and they wash it. They wash it and keep it for reuse.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello.
All right. So my question would be one. You know, with kids, they are kind of messy. You know, when they are using some of these things, and I would be more centered around the design of the product, and also if the product can be modified. Yeah, and the other side of it has to do with the fact that is the rubber biodegradable, the rubber that you are disposing,
Yes,
because if it's not biodegradable, you are going to end up creating another problem. You get it, which conflicts like
yes, please,
what some of the SDG goals. So is it really biodegradable?
Yes, please. We are looking at going in for rubbers that are very degradable.
You need to look also into the issue of covering the bucket. I mean, the main issue in sanitation is flies. Flies are the main vector of disease and contamination because they go from feces to food, for example. So do you have a cover for the bucket?
Please, one of the issues is most at times, because the open defecation is done at the backyard on the open spaces, it's easy for house flies to settle on them and to also get back into food and bring all this health related. So we are looking at the fact that we would admonish them or we sensitize them that these buckets are supposed to be used indoors and it has a cover with it. So right after it has been used, the cover is supposed to be kept on it for safe disposal.
Okay, so, hi. Hi, Patrick. So I would also like to know, yes, after using this indoor, how do you also ensure that it's not disposed in the open?
That is why we as a team, when given the chance, we will be part of the sensitization and the education, because that is one of the major factors. People have to understand the whole reason behind the dishing out of the bucket loo. So a lot of procedures would go through, a lot of engagement will go through with the people that we are dashing out the bucket loo, for them to understand how they are supposed to use it and how they can avoid health related risks in using it.
I was
So I
going to
think
chip in a quick one. Yeah.
Please go ahead.
I'm going to,
Okay.
sorry, Al Hassan, we're out of time. So we've got one final team to go. So judges, if you can finalise your scores and your feedback for Team 7, and Team 8, if you can get your screen ready to share.
Okay, good evening. This is Team 8.
One more second to make sure. Judges, are you happy you've finished your scoring?
Can I make this full screen somehow?
If you go to, there should be a view in there. Oh. Yeah, view. Oh.
So click on present. Click on present.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Thanks.
Right, are you ready?
Okay.
Go.
So yeah, this is Team 8, Team Aqua Sanity. The Aqua Sanity identified a problem in Apam. Apam is a capital district of Goma West District in central region of Ghana and is a coastal town. So the waterborne disease is still affecting many people of Apam because there is not enough toilet facilities, and the inconsistency of community-based health education fails to meaningfully inform individuals of the health consequences of open defecation. So this is a problem we identified, and we have the following solution. Ultimately, the solution has to be grassroots, and we came up with community-based collaboration workshops. With the community-based collaboration workshops, we want to create local work groups. Okay, these local work groups will meet monthly, and the aim of these local work groups is to, form interest groups amongst them, which will strictly be, very volunteering and very engaging and very friendly, playful, and meetings will be held in their local language, like the dialects they understand most. And in these meetings, there will be snacks and some form of art and entertainment going on. This will help us really engage them properly and educate them on waterborne diseases in affecting their community. And also we want to educate them on other new toilet technologies, such as the dry toilet technology, which we found to have been established in Kenya, and it's working. So we want to educate them about this new technology, which is a dry toilet technology. And the dry toilet technology will basically be a form of collecting the fecal waste. Instead of them going to defecate in the sea and in the open places, they rather collect this waste and burn them up and then create charcoal out of this. It's proven to work in Kenya. We'll take more insights or more clue from them and educate them on this and see how we can introduce it into this community. But most importantly, we want to let them know the health effect of the waterborne diseases amongst them and how we can bring it to the barest minimum. We want to empower them to build their own toilets. I mean, basically, because at this point, funding is a bit of a problem because most of them can't even afford it. But we would want to bring in some partnering NGOs like the Bridge to Africa Connection in Kumasi they basically identify communities that are challenged, and they can help pitch a few public toilets for them. But this will not be without engaging the community chiefs who will basically give us a land or a space where we can pitch them. And whilst engaging the community chief, we want to basically ask him to give us somewhere very close to the seashore or to the marketplaces, because the people already have formed the habit of going that distance, going to the sea. So if we can pitch the public toilets around the seashore, so they can also just walk to that place, and instead of openly defecating by the sea, they can walk into these toilets. Also, sanitation as a service will create the job for them, for some of them as well, because we will put in some people to maintain and man these toilets. So we are also creating job for some of them as well.
I'm going to stop you there. We've run over.
Okay, I have a couple of questions. First, are we talking about individual or collective toilets, latrines? And
yes, collective.
Collective, okay, that's a good idea. But convincing people of the benefits from toilets is just the first step. Who's going to build the latrines? With what materials, with what knowledge, and with what funding?
Who is going to
build the latrines? With what materials, with what knowledge, and with what funding?
Yeah, so yes, the toilet, we want to first of all educate them about the impact of the open defecation, the water pollution it causes. But then again, we need to also provide them the alternative of this toilet. So the toilet, we want to engage the chief, the community chief, who would also understand the need for more toilets, because the few ones available is not enough to serve that large, not large community, but it's not able to serve all of them. So we want to pitch more. And for him, once we engage him and we make him understand that the toilet is not enough, we can also tell him that we know NGOs who are ready to pitch a few more toilets for them, and we just need like a land space, a space to pitch that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have worked on dry toilets before, and also using also the waste for composting, and also for making charcoal briquettes as well. And of course, when it comes to sensitization of people, and for people to actually get on board to use their fecal waste as energy for cooking, you will need to do a lot of convincing to get people to actually get on board on that. I don't know how you plan to do that. And my other question is, why not use it, the dry matter for composting? And then why are you choosing rather to use it as a briquette for fuel?
I think that was just an example that we've looked at. There is different kind of, that's why we kind of tried to keep it broad in terms of dry toilet technology. There's different ones that you use, and we really want to use the community-based collaboration to kind of test which technology that they're thinking will be most viable to move forward with. That's why this step of the community-based collaboration workshop would be the first phase, really.
Model, if you could take me through briefly.
Adwa, I think you just need to repeat that question.
She said she was not clear with the business model, if they can go over the business model aspects.
Yeah, so the business model is it's basically to create the charcoal, and also use it. They can use it for cooking as well. But then again, like Lola was saying, it's not just the dry toilet technology method. We are looking at a whole other toilet technologies, but because this one has been proven to work in Kenya, we want to engage them, introduce it, and test it, and see how welcoming or how viable it would be amongst them. but most importantly, we can pitch a few more toilets to serve them whilst we are looking at other methods to introduce.
Great, thank you very much, teammate. So that brings us to the end of our pitches now. I just want to say to all of the teams, you must remember that this is the very beginning of a journey, and in the physical Unleash process, problem framing and ideation can take 3, maybe 4 days for many of the teams. So to get as far as you have, not having met each other in person, dealing with all of the technology issues that we have been dealing with, and just building your problems in the way that you have is a great achievement. So everyone should make sure that you recognize yourselves for that and celebrate that, and hopefully continue working on your ideas beyond today. So I'm going to hand over now to Raheem to talk about what moving forwards could look like, and then after this short presentation we should have the results to reveal from the judges voting. And thank you, judges, once again for your voting and your feedback.
Just adding something, Laila, from my side as well. So I just moved around today whole day with the teams and yesterday in the morning as well. I was really astonished with looking at your innovative ideas, your teams, and within these limited times, I observed how you could really reach your local issues, and that is the winning that all of team you got within these less than 48 hours, as Laila mentioned. And keep going this group work and this essence of the youthness, and especially people who join with like Lola from UK, even as in the Ghana for this local issues. So it's really great, and it's a good mixture, and we with you guys. And if I let you us know any consultation of stuff for the further processing even after this 2 days. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome. That's great. One thing that I'll do is I'll have our judges and our colleague actually excuse us. So Andrew and the judges will actually go into a room, and then we can actually get us the winners, whilst we have a conversation on what's next for us as well. And then when the judges join us, I mean, they can share a little bit of donkey information for us. So, judges, you should be going to your room now. Okay, great. So we have, I'll quickly share my screen. Andrew, you need to move to the breakout room with the judges. I don't know. You shouldn't be moving right now.
The network dropped a little.
Yeah, I mean, I just added you to the breakout room with the judges, so you need to move now. If you need additional support, maybe let me get one of the OT guys to also join you in there as well, just in case you have a network challenge. Yeah, great. Awesome. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yeah, we can.
So hey guys, I'm actually super excited that I mean, we've been able to do this. Like Leila said, the usual Unleash process itself, it takes about 5 days or 4 or 5 days. I mean, just to get to the ideation gate check, or just to go through even problem solving or problem framing. And you guys did it in 2 days. I mean, I'm super excited and impressed about that. So we're just gonna go through a quick where we are so far. So at this point in time, we just left with just 2 things to
to actually go through. And this is basically with our next steps discussion, which is going to happen right now, and then announcing of the winners as well. So yeah, I mean, it's a wrap for the problem solving hack. Like I initially said, this hack is actually the problem framing hack. So we basically focus on the problem framing and the a little bit of the idea, and we have a couple of steps that ideally you would need to take to actually bring these ideas to become, I mean, tangible and wonderful ideas, or I mean, implementable ideas. And now you'd have to go through re-identifying the needs again. I mean, you need to actually look through the theories of change in terms of understanding your users very well, based on the comments that the judges have given, to actually really define a proper value proposition, and then also actually understand the competition landscape. Now, with the aspect of ideation all the way to implementation, I mean, that's really something that takes longer. It takes time. I mean, you could try it and try it and try it. And that's why we've actually been able to actually look at partnering with other members or other partners to actually get us the support that we need in terms of moving forward, in terms of developing our solution. So like I mentioned earlier on, the idea doesn't stop here. Beyond Unleash, Unleash is actually going to actually involve all of us here in the Unleash community to actually provide us resources. Obviously, also you guys would actually be needed to actually submit your solutions, which would be available to Unleash. So Unleash can actually engage you anytime to actually work on your solutions as well. The Unleash resources will also be available to help you bring your project to life. I mean, all the resources that would be available to you, Unleash would provide all the support as well, apart from the financial support or the financial package that goes to the winners. All the ideas are also going to be supported in one way or the other through the Unleash community, through the partners that we, the organizing team, have also sourced locally as well. So basically, one of the key things that we are looking at in terms of the workshop activity, or to, I mean, looking at applying the implementation concepts to your solution, would be to assist you or to have you look at what you need to actually get to that implementation phase. And one of the key things that we would want you to look at would be in terms of your task and resource mobilization. You need to look at what tasks do you need to actually assign to each other to be able to help us or help you develop these solutions further, and help you on that part to actually get to your implementation. And then obviously you need to also remember we are focusing on SDG 6, so you need to also look at your solutions societal impact at the city level, at the municipal level, or whichever level that you identified. I mean, your solution should have that indicators, or like SDG indicators, that it could check as well to be able to be measured as an SDG impactful solution. And you need to also, I mean, look at identifying what the resources you, the team members, would need to actually support the solution. And also you need to also identify some of the competencies that you need. Probably you might not have all of them in your team right now, but then you need to also look at how many people or which expertise areas you would need to actually push your ideas from just a single idea that came up today to a business venture or to a social enterprise in the next few days or in the next few months, years, whatever to come. Yeah, so we'll take a very quick look at the ecosystems and the opportunities available to us. So like I mentioned earlier on, the organization team, in terms of engagement, in as much as our solutions are geared towards SDGs, the opportunities is that there is always the impact aspect, and there's that political will for organizations and even governmental agencies to actually support initiatives around the SDGs. We also collaborated with a lot of local community partners. For example, like I mentioned earlier on, we are currently speaking with UNDP to actually get us to push some of your ideas into the accelerator lab. We've also communicated with local ecosystem partners. Most of them were some of the people that you saw as judges on the program, and these are going to actually be providing with additional support in terms of expertise, in terms of actually going deeper into that idea, into developing a business model, and also even to that extent of actually prototyping, testing, and possibly also securing some funds. So I'll give you a fair idea of some of the organizations that we've actually engaged. So we have Recycle Up Ghana, that runs a business incubator program for social enterprises working in the areas of WASH, climate change, and circular economy. And we have Grassroots Hub, that's a social impact and SDGs innovation lab in the Bono region of Ghana that sees innovations via like startup incubation, so they actually also support people. And then they are usually or primarily working in areas of SDG 6, SDG 8, 11, and then also 19 as well. I think I mixed my slide. Okay. Oops. Good. Great. And yeah, we have Ghana Tech Lab as well. That is an open collaborative space platform. They actually also do a lot of tech innovations, and they are really invested in also tech stuff. So if any of your ideas need a little bit of technical innovations as well, the Ghana Tech Lab would be available to actually support some of your ideas into developing them. So with Unleash Hack, now we go beyond Unleash Hack. Obviously, we would want to engage you, and Unleash would want to engage you and then engage all of us to have that continued impact and support the community itself. So there's going to be engagements through the OT to guide you guys in the mentorship phase all the way through to the implementation with mentorship. And then obviously Unleash is going to support you with a lot of massive communication and awareness raising for the ideas that you have. And through the Unleash platform and other Unleash innovation accesses, we would Unleash would provide you some tools and methodologies to actually help you develop your solutions further. So as explained, we have done the problem-solving hack, and the problem-solving hack and the prototyping hack are actually the key aspects of the Unleash community. So the problem-solving hack and the prototyping hack would be getting a lot of support from the Unleash community, whereas those who are involved in the Unleash implementing hack would get a lot of support from Unleash Accelerator Plus, so or Unleash Plus. So I mean, obviously you can, if you go through all the stages to even get to an implementation aspect, you could get the opportunity to even become an Unleash Plus participant or an Unleash Plus talent, where you get the opportunity to actually develop your business and pitch to funders and donors as well, or even possibly investors. So the future looks bright for all of us. I mean, with Unleash, obviously we have the problem-solving hack. There's going to be meetings with the organizing team, between Unleash and organizing team, to look at how best we can actually grow this team of hack persons. And obviously there is Unleash Plus pre-acceleration programs and all those things that are actually coming up. There is and then obviously going further, Unleash helps to actually work with all of us to actually implement the solutions that we have developed here as well. So one last thing that I would urge all of you is that Unleash community is actually a great platform to actually connect with a lot of people. I mean, I've met a lot of awesome people through the Unleash platform or through participating in Unleash alone, and you guys from today onwards also becomes a member of the Unleash community. So take advantage of the Unleash platform. We would again, we organize engagement with you, with the organizing team. We would meet with you to look at and to discuss ways that we can advance your project. And then obviously we would expect you to also complete the monitoring and evaluation post-hack survey that will be sent to you, which would help Unleash assess how the hack went, what can be improved, and also what can be changed. So I would say thank you very much. So this is all that we would be doing today. So we would be actually going back to the, I don't know if Leila is here. Can you check on the judges to find out if we are good with the results? Leila? Okay, let me just stop sharing my screen. Okay, I think Leila is already with them. Great. So well, I would allow some of our facilitators and experts also to share their thoughts. I haven't heard from Barry yet. Cecilia, you want to say something? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yes. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so this from my side, I would like to give in just a small point because Barry also here. So when you're looking at the some solutions, especially the clean water management and especially the water quality management and the river basin management, so you always have to think about the very micro levels and proximity of the local community. The most of the technology which you going to apply not should be sometimes real issues. You have to always contact the local community and get their own views and that always the pragmatisms and the applicability for the community and also the sustainability of the project as well. Because if you left the area and the project is going to end and it's not a sustainable, so you have to think about that the process as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will pass to the Barry. Barry, are you here?
Yes, sorry. Yeah, I just would like to, yeah, like everything what Cecilia was saying about trying to take advantage of the networks and things. I've been putting a couple of links in the chats to look at. I also, for example, there's a company called Sanovation, which is very similar to the Bucket Loo, to take advantage of that. You know, like one of the judges said, don't reinvent the wheel. Let's use these. And then the other thing is, I was, you know, we all see these problems all over the world that are similar, and you see some of the teams even today were very similar kind of very similar problems, and perhaps there's an opportunity to do some more collaboration and leverage all of your experience and pulling that together. So I do think you know, it was great to see all the effort from everybody, and like everybody has said, this has been a very challenging. It's challenging to do this problem framing, and in such a short time and especially virtually. So, you know, I encourage you to keep working together and expand and take advantage of the great organizing team that pulled this off. And then the other piece of this is this was also the first weekend of the Unleash the hacks, the virtual hacks. So there'll be, as the ones that are in October and November are going to have experience from your groups and your feedback. So that's very critical to help out other people as we go forward. So I highly recommend you take some time to fill out those surveys and the evaluation forms to help the future teams. In fact, some of us are working on an SDG6 related hack in Liberia on October 31st and November 1st. So it'd be great to get some more of that, get some of that feedback so that we can apply, right away. But I look forward to being in touch with a number of you through the Unleash Socio Hub platform, or LinkedIn, or Gmail, or WhatsApp, and happy to continue working with you. And it's all as an older
It's all, and I would like to commend you guys because it's being a Ghanaian and being faced with the same challenges you guys have been faced with, and the progress you've made is quite astonishing, right? And I urge you to keep it up, because becoming entrepreneurs, people who are inspired or passionate about providing value, some of the challenges you've gone through today are not going to be the first and last. So your resilience and your commitment, imagine committing internet data from morning till evening. It's quite expensive, and despite none of these things could actually bring any of you down, you still persevered and came up with solutions even within the shortest possible time. Some of the teams were able to even reach out to some of the facilitators, even when we were not able to be with them online within the same teams, and that's quite good. One of the few things I would like you guys to take note of is that within this serious time that we are in, collaboration is the best currency you guys can hope for. So keep in touch, and I promise to always be available to support any of the teams or anyone, any way I can. Thanks a lot. It's been a great pleasure knowing and working with all of you. Bye.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you very much, Simon. So guys, I've actually shared a Google Forms with you because yesterday and today we've had a different, maybe a couple of changes in the attendance list or in the attendance. I would want you guys to fill this so we could gather updated data on your email and your names, so we could submit to Unleash for the Unleash community. Yeah, so please do that for me, and as well, I can see a lot of social media handles being shared around here. I mean, let's keep connecting. Let's connect amongst each other. I would actually be sharing my LinkedIn profile as well, so we can connect. Yeah. Anything from you? I mean, I would want to hear from you guys as well. I mean, I can see Leila is back. I don't know if you guys are done. Leila?
Yes, we are. We're ready to announce as soon as you're ready for the judges to come back in.
Just information, the Google link that you shared is not working.
Yeah, the form is having an issue, right? Maybe you have to look at that.
Yeah, I just changed it. Can you look at it again? I just changed it. It wasn't accepting response.
Raheem, do you want to bring the judges back in?
Okay, let me bring the judges back in and Okay. Basne. We have all our judges in.
That's fantastic. If you open the PowerPoint with the announcements, Andrews has updated that. And we have our judges lined up to give a comment for each prize winner.
Okay, so yeah, quick one. I'll be sharing my screen again. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Leila, I just got it for you. Did you say the judges have something for each of the prize winners?
Yes, so there's a comment for each prize winner. So if you want to do the initial reveal of the team, and then a judge will say a bit more about each team and why they liked that team in particular.
Okay, great. Okay, great. So, guys, I mean, the moment we've been waiting for. I mean, I would want to see all the cameras on for this.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, especially for the talents. Okay, so welcome to the Unleash Hacks Award. And of course, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. So let's go straight for it. And the third place, taking home $200 to actually support the further development of their idea, and also obviously getting additional support from partners. Or is, drum roll please, Team 8 Aqua Sanity. So we would like the judges, let's give it up for them. Aqua Sanity. Yeah, so judges, your comments?
Yes, well done, Aqua Sanity. Like the other teams, this is just the start of the ideation solution development process. We like your focus on the collective intelligence, engaging the community and empowering them to be part of, the solution development phases. So this is to support you. It's a right approach. So go ahead and do as you've outlined, and let them be part of the process. And let's see how this pans out in the coming months. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any additional comments from the judges? That's all? I think I'll need to ask some people to mute for me, please. Okay, so if there are no comments again from the judges, I'll move on to the next.
Just reading one of the judges who can't, speak because the environment is not conducive. So Adjoa Fosia says, I love your community engagement approach. All the best, guys. So that's another feedback echoing the earlier sentiments I shared.
Okay, great. Okay, so congratulations, Aqua Sanity. And let's move on. So the second place, I mean, taking away $300 and also getting additional support to actually develop their ideas further is, drum roll please, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Team 7, go back. Congratulations, go back safe. Can we have a comment from the judges? Any comment from the judges?
I think.
Yeah, hello.
Hello,
Yeah, I'm
there we
here.
go.
Yeah. So Team Galbeck, congratulations on making it to the second place. I think the approach you guys used was very creative, using local resources, tools, and expertise to solve a local problem. And that's one of the objectives. Instead of looking at solutions outside your community, we might take time and external funding to do. You are looking at great team, great job, and yeah, you guys did amazing. Thank you.
Awesome. So congratulations, Team 7, go back. You did great work.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay. And the moment we've been waiting for. Can we get a bigger drum roll, please? Let's go. And the winner, or the group or the team that took first place goes to Team Sunny Hub. Congratulations, Team 6, Sunny Hub. You're taking away $500 to support your innovation. I mean, to support you in terms of developing your solutions further. Obviously, all the other teams, like we've mentioned, will always receive additional support in terms of furthering your ideas. Congratulations, Team Sunny Hub, once again. Any comment from the judges?
Yes, yeah, congratulations, team. You guys have done a good job. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
okay.
we can hear you clearly.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, celebrating. That's why. Yeah. Yeah. So good job. Yeah, we like your innovation. Also, similar to the comments for the second team, we like the fact that you guys are focusing on using also local solutions, and your idea is also low tech, and it's also scalable. And of course, the issue of in access, potable water and storage facility, it's a problem. So yeah, keep up the good work. You still have quite a lot of work to do, to research and see, which what you want to use to make the ceramic purifier. But the fact that you want to use local materials, it's low tech also, and use resources and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, great job, and feel free to reach out to us. Afterwards, so we can see how best we can support you guys. Congrats.
Thank you.
Super excited. Thank you. Yeah, we'll surely reach out.
Yeah, congratulations, Team Sunny Hub as well. So again, Andrew would be, engaging you guys. Obviously, from next week, we would actually be engaging with you together with Unleash and look at how the processes in terms of your next steps. But the others as well, there is nothing like a loser around here. I mean, you guys have done an incredible job. You did really great. One of the things that I keep saying is that we would like to work with all the ideas. So that's why we were able to actually gather all these partners around to actually support us. And then the partners actually will also be around to actually support you in terms of taking these ideas to the next level. So I'm really, really happy that we actually got to do this. I mean, this is the first time, and like Barry said, this is actually the first hack. And with all the internet challenges and everything, we've been able to pull through, identified and developed a couple of innovative ideas, working further on them. When we spend more time on these ideas, I believe these ideas would be making a lot of impact in terms of achieving the sustainable development goals. So I'm really, really, really excited for all your progress and for the work that you guys have put in. I'm super, super, super happy and grateful for the opportunity to also be able to work with you guys. I mean, I obviously would like to thank my organizing team. I mean, they've actually been wonderful. We've been working on this for the past 2-3 months gradually, and for the past few days, it has been full of sleepless nights trying to get things out there. And I'm really, really excited and happy for the team as well. Thank you guys so much. To our facilitators, I mean, Leila, I don't know what to say about Leila. I usually call her the hat-trick person for Unleash Lead facilitation. I mean, you did it again. To all the facilitators, Barry, Cecilia, Emmanuel, Corina, who is not here, Simon, all of you guys. So happy, so grateful that you guys were able to actually assist us in this. To all the judges as well, Ajua, Alasan, Eric, Norbert, Seth, I mean, thank you so much for taking the time off to join us. I'm super happy, and I would maybe allow my team members to actually also share something, and possibly you get to also hear from them as well. I can see Jacob smiling all over there. So
okay, thank you, Rahim. I would say that's like spending these 2 days with the participants, also learning about the ideas that they've been able to develop and come out with has been very amazing. I like their energy, and we all know that water and sanitation issues affect all of us, and contributing our quota to solving the challenges around that sector is something that is worth doing. Even if you are not in that field, is something that is relevant. So kudos, and then continue with all the solutions that you've come up from here. Even if we didn't win, please try your best and work on your solution, because it will solve a problem. And I know that you believe in it, and there are people out there who believe in your ideas. Thank you.
awesome. Wama, anything?
Yeah, for me, I would say it's been great working with all the teams, the facilitators, experts, the judges, everybody. I'm really, really proud, and I'm excited that we'll be able to pull this thing off. And I'm happy, and I'm looking for what we can do in the future as well. Thank you.
Okay, great. I don't know if I can see. I don't know which of the OT members are actually on, but maybe for the sake of time, I would move on to which of the facilitators have. Maybe I'll just let Leila give us a last goodbye message.
Thank you, Rahim. Thank you, organising team. Thank you, experts. Thank you, judges. And most of all, thank you, participants, because without all of your energy, your commitment over these last 2 days, and hopefully beyond these 2 days, Unleash would not be what it is. And I think that what makes it magic is all of you lot, and the energy that you bring, and the commitment to solve the SDGs. And I do want to also have a big shout out to Rahim, who is the engine room behind making sure all of this hangs together.
Yeah, hi guys. Yeah, I just want to give a few words, if permitted.
Go on.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I really want to share my insights and learning experience from this whole process. I think it's been one of an insightful process throughout. Going through the innovation cycle. Actually came here. I'm sure a lot of us did with our own solutions in mind. But then having to rethink the problems, yeah, that was really eye-opening. Thank you to the amazing facilitators who guided us along the way. Yeah, super excited and glad to meet with and continue to collaborate with everybody. Thank you to the Unleash team and to my team specifically for their open-mindedness. Yeah, it was a fun process. Thank you very much.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So, guys, so I'm actually going to leave this chat open, leave this Zoom chat open. You can as well engage as much as possible you can. I mean, let's try to get each other's, contact details and all those things. I mean, let's stay in touch, and I'll just leave this as open as long as it can hold. So just engage and see you. Bye-bye.
We still want to be with our team members. So if you can,
yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave it open for as long as possible, so you can engage as much as possible. Bye bye.
Charlotte.
So is it possible to send us back to our teams so that we engage with our team members?
Yeah, Rahim, they meet the breakout room.
Yeah.
Closed all breakout rooms. I actually closed all breakout rooms. But what team is that? What team is that?
Team 7.
Team 7. Team 7 or all of you?
And team 6 as well.
So I can put people in team 7 and team 6. I'll just put you in different breakout rooms here. Any other team that wants to go into a breakout room to engage?
Yeah, team 3.
Yeah, Rahim, you can send it on to 7.
Okay. I had team 3, so I'm putting team 3 as well in a breakout room. Okay. So yeah, I just want to know before I open the rooms if there's any other team, because if I open the rooms, I can't open additional rooms. So if there's any other
6.
Yeah, team 3.
I have team 3 and team 6 in their own breakout rooms.
I just say that I'm loving that all the teams want to get back together again. This is fantastic. This is success.
Yeah, I agree. This is fantastic. Any other team?
Team 7. Team 7.
Yeah, I have team 7. I'm just waiting on the other team so I could just break them up. I have teams 4, teams 3, 6, and 7, right?
Okay. Yo.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, then off you go. All right, guys. So I'll just leave this open as long as possible. You can engage, you can chat with each other. I mean, it's all yours now.